I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Boy, all that like Kenny. Still got crack, they fiendin'. Flow still hot like Phoenix. Shine so bright, I'm gleaming. This off top, I'm tweaking. Fresh out the rat like Neiman. And I'm still tryna fight my demons. Cause we all gotta act like Tina. That's why I gotta ride with the Nina. Outside, it's a war going on. Maybe put my hands on my head like the Macarena. They want you walking on board like Kima. And give an F to you like John Cena. Putting blood on the brand new Beamer. Tryna earn they stripes like Adidas. You get cold when you ride with the heater. It'll turn you to a dog like a Keeta. And expose to a cat like a cheetah. They smoke my partner like reefer. Dímelo porque o no entiendo. Mi gente must really need Jesus. They shed real blood. I never seen the crypt and I believe it. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. It's too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. I can do this with my eyes closed. It's too easy. Too easy. It's too easy. I've been there, done it, seen it. Y'all just talk, don't live it. And just took that route, that's it.
What's going on, guys? Welcome into the WAG show. This is episode 42. It is Tuesday, April 11th. I'm your host, Ben Hosta. We are here to talk about today's best bets. I can't believe it's episode 42 already. We have an absolutely insanely huge game going on right now. Manchester City, Bayern Munich in the Champions League. First leg. It is at the Etihad. Bayern Munich on the road. The $500,000 parlay lives and dies with this series. I think Bayern Munich's going to win. I don't know if they're going to win this game specifically. Obviously, if you guys watch the Champions League, you know they play at home and home. It's most total goals moves on aggregate after the two games, outside of the final game, which is one game. But I think Bayern Munich's the best team in the world. I think they're going to move on. Feed me a draw here. A tie here would be absolutely massive. I mean, I would love for them to somehow win, but that's asking a lot on the road, I feel like. So feed me a tie here, get back to Germany, even score, and then win the game and move on to the next round. That's what we're hoping for. People are giving Bayern Munich, like I said, in my opinion, I know they haven't played well the last 2 weeks. In my opinion, the best team in the world. People are giving them no chance. Everyone is just penciling in, oh, Manchester City, they can't. No way. Bayern Munich is different, bro. I don't know if you guys don't watch them a lot or what, but they just played PSG. They didn't give up a goal. They didn't allow a goal in 2 games. Didn't allow PSG to score a goal. Their defense is different. So, insane game going on right now. Bayern Munich City. Hopefully you're on my side. You're rooting for Bayern Munich here. I also took them at plus money to advance to the next round. It's like plus 140, so I doubled down a little bit. But I truly think they can win this. So hopefully they can get out of this game with a tie. Would be really big, I think. But how are you guys doing today? If you guys are in the chat, how are you doing? Big baseball slate tonight. Small basketball slate, but the playing games start. We have Lakers, Timberwolves. We have Miami Heat, Atlanta Hawks, and a huge baseball slate. Yesterday, for me, baseball betting-wise, was not great. 2-4 night for me, so one of my worst days. For the season, we're still, I believe, 41-29 overall with my premium MLB bets. Still up over 14 units, so we'll shake off that bad night, get the bad night out of the way. Hopefully we have a good night tonight. I have, I think, 4 or 5 plays posted today and a free basketball play, which I'm going to give out here. But I think everyone in the world is taking this basketball play, so it's like the squarest play ever. But I think it's going to win. So I'm going to give that out. Dewan, what's up? We're going to go through the prize picks predictor a little bit, and we'll talk about some prop picks. If you guys have bets you would like to talk about, drop them in the chat. I will maybe we'll go game by game. I'll give my thoughts on each baseball game. I'll give out the basketball play first. And like I said, I think everyone in the world is taking this play tonight. It's just a money line parlay, Heat Lakers. we got it early. Like if you took it earlier today, I think it was like minus 108. It's like minus 115, minus 120 now. But this literally the squarest pick of all time. But I think it's like the Lakers. I said this yesterday, and I'll come on here on Wednesday tomorrow and say I was wrong if I'm wrong. But there's no way the Lakers lose this game. The Heat, that game's a little more dicey. The Hawks could win, but still, there's been so much going on with the Hawks this season, kind of like off the court, not with the team even really, but more so with, like the front office and stuff. The Heat, I feel much more safe with. Not only are they at home in a playoff game, must-win game, but they have, in my opinion, still the best coach in the entire NBA in Eric Spoelstra. So I'll put my money on Spo in a must-win game. And I already said I really don't think there's any way the Lakers lose this game. So it's a square pick, but parlaying those two together, I think both of them move on. So that's my basketball play for today. I didn't see really any basketball props I like. The lines seem kind of like accurate to me. I think what you could do is maybe you could pick one of the Lakers role players that you think is going to show up, and you could take an over for them. But it would kind of come down to which one you think it is. Oh, God. Okay, you missed. Playoff Jimmy? Yeah, exactly. Well, on top of that, though, they have the Hawks have experience, too. Like, the Trae Young and stuff in the playoffs, they've been all right. But I'll put my faith on Miami. The problem with the Lakers role players, it's like which one it is. They have several of them. I think maybe – I don't know. I think Vanderbilt could maybe have a decent night, but I'm going to pull it up real quick. We'll see what some of these guys' props are listed at here. Also, I want to bring this up before we transition to baseball. I'm going to bring something up. But let me look at these props real quick. All right, for Hachimura's at 7.5 points. Vanderbilt's at 5.5 points. That's really low. Dennis Schroeder's at 7.5. Vanderbilt seems really low to me. 5.5. I think I prefer Vanderbilt to Hachimura at the line. They're 5.5. Schroeder, I think. I don't know. It's between. If you want to take a basketball prop tonight, I think it would be between Schroeder and Vanderbilt over points. I think maybe Vanderbilt at 5.5. That just seems a little low for me. 5.5. I think I would be fine with the over there. So maybe I'll bet that. So I have something to watch while I'm watching that game. Oh, also I have a free same game parlay I'm going to give out on here. I made this specifically to give out on the show. So to the people that are viewing or to the people that listen to this prior to the game starting, you guys will get rewarded. Let me pull up what this was here. I think when I made it, it pays minus 105. So it should be around that still. It might be like minus 110 or something. But same game parlay plus for tonight on FanDuel Sportsbook. You guys can go ahead. You can sail this. And then if it wins, tweet at me. I put 1 unit on it. We're going with Corey Seager to record a hit. We're going with Jacob deGrom, 7+ strikeouts. So same game parlay in the Texas Rangers game. Corey Seager to record a hit. Jacob deGrom, 7+ strikeouts. And we're parlaying that with the Los Angeles Lakers money line. When I did it, it paid like minus 105. So it should be around between minus 105, minus 108, minus 110, something like that. Maybe minus 112. It shouldn't be significantly higher than when I made it because I just made it like an hour or two ago. But that's the same game parlay plus 100% free. I didn't even post in a Discord, anything. I made it specifically so I could give it out on the stream today. So hopefully you guys ride it with me. I put 1 unit on it. Hopefully we win. Tweet at me if we win, if you play it. But I feel pretty good about it. Byron needs to get a shot off here. Not that one. That was a horrific shot. All right. So what I want to talk about before we transition to baseball, I write a free article every single day, home run picks. It's called the Home Run Predictor. It's on betkarma.com. This is 100% free. You can read it. I do it pretty much every single day for the most part. So you can go there and you can read it. My bet scale, for me, 1 unit is $100. I'm not telling you to use that bet scale. It's whatever you're comfortable with. Everyone has their own, bankroll. Like, I'm not here to judge anyone's units or whatever. But per my unit scale, I typically bet between $10 and $40 on these home run props every single night. If you've taken all the home run props that I've given out, you would be up over $300 profit. I gave out 2 winners yesterday. Yesterday we picked Hunter Renfroe. He was in the article. He hit a home run. I also wrote up Framil Reyes. He was not in the lineup. So in Discord, I posted in the free channel, before the game started, I said, hey, Framil Reyes is not in the lineup tonight. So switch him out for Corey Seager. I just bet him to hit a home run. Both Corey Seager and Hunter Renfroe hit a home run. So you would have just made a ton of profit right there. Corey Seager was like plus 420. Renfroe, I think, was like plus 330 or something. But we're 6 for 9 on the picks I've written up. You would be up over $300 profit if you've taken all those home run picks. So I gave out 2 today. I'm not going to give them out here. Go read the article. It's on the website for free. There's 2 home run picks for today. I just wanted to say that. But all right, let's get into some more bets. I already gave out the same game parlay. If you guys missed that, I'll say it again at the end. Let's pull up the predictor here. Let's go to baseball. Actually, let's pull up live trends. I'll go game by game and we'll just talk about this for a little bit. So this is the live trends tool. If you guys have never seen this, it's a free tool over at betkarma.com. It gives you access to the bet percentage, handle percentage, sharp money percentage. It's an extremely useful tool. I think we're the only people that give this information out for free. It doesn't cost you anything. It's the first tool I look at every single morning or night when I go to look at a slate. I've been trying to make a conscious effort to look at the baseball slate the night before because you can take advantage of some lines. For example, earlier today, one of my premium bets I gave out was Seattle Mariners, Chicago Cubs over 9.5 runs. It's up to 10.5 now. And I could identify that based off of the way the line was moving, the money that was coming in on it, a ton of sharp money was coming in on it. Great hitting weather. We took the exact same bet yesterday. We took Cubs Mariners over 8.5. It didn't work out, but it's baseball. You shouldn't be scared of that. Double down on it. And we got CLV regardless because it went up an entire run. So hopefully it works out tonight. But really, really good hitting weather in Chicago tonight. So I do think there's going to be plenty of offense. I do that every night. Yeah, as you should, the one. It's an extremely useful free tool, and you guys should check it out if you haven't. But let's kind of run through some of these baseball games. No day baseball today. I was kind of bummed out. I like having at least one game during the day to just watch. But instead, I have to distract myself with this must-win game for Bayern Munich. But Yankees Guardians, sharp money on the over here. AC, who's the CEO of Bet Karma and DFS Karma, he was talking about the good hitting weather in Cleveland tonight. So that kind of makes sense why there's that sharp money coming in on the over. You do also have Garrett Cole on the mound for the Yankees. I made a note in Discord. One of our bets we took for premium today was in this game. I made a note in premium. Garrett Cole has absolutely dominated the Cleveland Guardians in his career. Absolutely destroyed them. He beat them twice in one playoff series last season. But he has a pretty decent sample size against them. Sub 300 expected WOBA. Over 30% strikeouts against a team that doesn't strike out a lot is a big sign. Batting average allowed is sub 160. He's owned this team. So good spot for the Yankees tonight, I think. Bad pitcher for the Guardians on the mound. Also good hitting weather. Like the spot for the Yankees a little bit. A's, Orioles. I don't have any plays in this game. Actually, I do have one play in this game. I have a strikeout prop in this game. Don't really love anything else. I don't know. These pitchers are actually interesting. I think obviously Grayson Rodriguez is one of the better pitching prospects in baseball. Muller's been pretty good for the A's this season. He's kind of ran hot in terms of the he's had a lot of base runners and he's been able to strand them, which typically is a sign of getting lucky, and that's going to reverse at some point. So I don't necessarily know if it's today against the Orioles because they don't necessarily have that like massively powerful offense. But I think eventually he might have a bad start here, Muller, just given that luck. Because I made a mental note. He pitched against the Guardians his last start, and he ran really hot in his first start with stranding guys, and then he did it against the Guardians. So eventually I do think that will correct, but he has looked pretty good. I don't think he's a terrible pitcher. He's probably the A's best pitcher, to be honest. So that's not really saying much, but interesting little pitching matchup there. Astros Pirates. I don't really know what to do with this here. Mitch Keller and Javier both are decent pitchers. Javier, I mean, is a good pitcher. Keller, I think, could have a decent year. I don't really want to bet on either side of this game. If you guys have any plays while I'm going through these games that you want to talk about, go ahead and ask me. I mean, I would lean Astros here, but I do think Mitch Keller is going to have a decent year, and he's had actually like some small success against the Astros, limited sample size, but he's had some success against them in the past. Marlins Phillies. This is a really, really fun game. Jesus Luzardo, Aaron Nola, both on the hill. I'll give out a play on the show for this. I would take the no-run first inning here. Luzardo's had success against the Phillies in the past, and that was before he's been as good as he is right now, in my opinion. I think he's going to have a breakout year. I said that before the season. He's looked really good. Velocity is up. I mean, he's one of the hardest throwers in all of baseball. His stuff's looked really good. I think he's going to have a pretty good year. On the other side, Nola, he's kind of struggled in his first two starts, but nothing in terms of his like velocity or anything is alarming me. I think he'll be fine. He's dominated the Marlins in his career. He's seen them plenty. He's had a ton of success against them. So I think the no-run first inning is definitely in play here. Not a bet that I usually like to take. I think typically Nerfies are a little bit trappy, but I will bet them in certain spots if I feel confident, and I feel confident in this one. So I'm going to take the no-run first inning there. Red Sox Rays, what do we do with this? So yesterday my play of the day here on the stream was Red Sox money line, and I bet Red Sox money line. They absolutely sold. They lost 1-0. They had the bases, top of the eighth inning, bases loaded, and Rafi Devers at the plate. I mean, you feel pretty. If you would have told me, before the game started, if you would have said that it was going to be tied with the bases loaded in the top of the eighth inning and Rafi Devers was going to be up to the plate, I'd have felt pretty good about it. But unfortunately, he struck out looking. They then proceeded to give up a solo shot in the bottom of the eighth, and they lost 1-0. Eventually, the Tampa Bay Rays are going to lose a game. They do have Shane McClanahan on the hill tonight, who is their best pitcher, one of the best pitchers in the American League. I don't know if it'll be tonight, but I will say Garrett Whitlock is throwing for the Boston Red Sox, and I think Garrett Whitlock is a legitimately good pitcher. Shane McClanahan also has struggled against the Red Sox in his short career. So you can do with that information what you will. I think that 14% sharp money coming in on the Red Sox money line makes sense. They're going to lose a game at some point here. I think it will be today or tomorrow. I have not currently bet Red Sox money line, but by the time maybe a couple hours go by, I might put a small bet in on Red Sox money line, even against McClanahan, who, if you guys follow my content, McClanahan is my boy. This has been my boy since before anybody knew who he was. But this is just the sheer math that the Rays are going to have to lose a game here at some point. And I really thought that was going to be last night. Super unfortunate that Devers couldn't at least just like poke one through the infield and get a base hit and score two. But, that's baseball. Fantastic start for the Rays. Tigers, Blue Jays, weird game here. You have Manning on the mound for the Tigers, one of their better pitchers. Alek Manoah is going for the Blue Jays. Alek Manoah has not looked super good this season in terms of his strikeout to walk ratio, but pretty much the best matchup you can get here against the Tigers. Their expected lineup tonight since the start of last season combined WOBA below 290 against right-handed pitching, strikeout 27% of the time. Just an absolutely terrible lineup against right-handed pitching. So good spot for the Blue Jays. I don't have any bets here, but I definitely would give them the times when you can bet on the Tigers, I think, is when they see a lefty. When they're playing a righty right now, I think you need to stay away, especially a decent one like Manoah. I also think this is the home opener for the Blue Jays. They have not been at home yet, so this is their first home game. So that's a little added narrative as well. Padres, Mets, two bad pitchers going here, really. 14% sharp money coming on the over. I think you could bet the over here. I do think there'll be some offense. Maybe the first 5 over, depending on what the line is at. Definitely two bad pitchers. Reds, Braves, I don't really have any plays here. I didn't look at the game a ton. White Sox, Twins, I think is interesting. You can see tons of sharp money coming on the Twins here. Lance Lynn has looked pretty bad to start the year. Definitely concerned with what I've seen from Lance Lynn. I kind of thought he might have a decent year. He added this new slider. It was going to help him out against lefties. He's always been really good against righties, but he's looked like he's been throwing batting practice the first couple starts. So I don't know what's going on with Lance Lynn. I'm definitely in wait-and-see mode with him. Pablo Lopez has looked really good. He has a new pitch as well. I've been a Pablo Lopez fan since he was in Miami. So I think that makes sense that sharp money's coming in on the Twins. They're right at that minus 150. I kind of told you guys yesterday, minus 150 is really the cutoff for me in terms of betting a money line for baseball for a full game. If you want to lay the Twins here, I think you can. I think it's a good spot. I definitely trust Lopez more so than Lance Lynn at this moment. So definitely give the edge to Pablo Lopez and the Twins there. Mariners, Cubs, I talked about it already. We took the over 9.5. It steamed up to 10.5. Tons of offense should be expected here. Hot weather by April standards. 10 plus mile an hour winds blowing straight out to center. Wrigley, super wind dependent stadium. So really good spot for offense. Seattle let us down yesterday. I think they're going to put up a better offensive showing here. I think the Cubs could score some runs too. I'm not taking a side of this game. I'm just hoping for a lot of runs. So definitely like the offense there. Cores, I mean, we don't need to talk about this much here. Cardinals, you can bet the Cardinals every single time they play a left-handed pitcher. They're that good. They're the best team far and away against left-handed pitching in baseball. It's not close. I don't have a play there, but I would just say that, I mean, they're minus 170 favorites, but anytime they play a left-handed pitcher, you can bet the Cardinals. So just make a mental note of that for the entire season. Anytime you see St. Louis up against a lefty, you can consider betting them. Although coincidentally, I think the one time that they lost to a lefty this year is when I bet on them. So, like I said, that's how baseball goes. But Nationals, Angels, Ohtani pitching for Los Angeles, which would explain the sharp money coming in on them. I'm in a wait-and-see mode with the Angels. Not wait-and-see, but it's just I'm at a point where the Angels are so bad outside of Mike Trout and Ohtani. Yes, they have Renfroe, who's been hot, but as a whole, collectively, there's just something about that team that just sucks. They're not good other than Trout and Ohtani. I can't confidently bet on them to win any game. Josiah Gray's not a super good pitcher for the Nationals, so I don't have any play here other than I'm going to watch Ohtani. Like, I'm going to watch it as a fan. I'm going to watch Ohtani pitch, but I just feel so bad for Ohtani and Mike Trout because there's just something about the team that I don't know if it's a curse or what, but the team is not good other than those two. And I feel bad for them because we're at a point, I don't know if we'll ever, until they switch teams, I don't know if we're going to get to see them in the playoffs. And it's just really unfortunate. Brewers, Diamondbacks, pretty heavy sharp money coming in on the over there. I don't hate it. I didn't bet anything here, but I guess I'd lean over there. 51% of the bets, but 80% of the money coming in on the over. So over looks like a pretty good bet there for the Diamondbacks Brewers. And then we'll finish up Dodgers Giants. Dustin May has looked absolutely insanely good. He looks fully back, recovered, healthy from his injury. I don't have a play here. The Dodgers are such huge favorites every night. I feel like that I don't get to bet them off that often, but I definitely be leaning Dodgers here. Dustin May. I trust him a lot more than Alex Wood. Dodgers have tattooed Alex Wood in a decent sample size. They've seen him. I think that the Dodgers have the edge there. Dustin May's looked really good, so I'm excited to watch him pitch tonight as well. So that's all the baseball games. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask. Oh, Bayern, come on. In terms of my bets for tonight, I gave it out the squarest pick of all time. The squarest pick you'll ever hear me give out Lakers Heat moneyline parlay. I'm playing that tonight for 1 unit. I'm playing the same game parlay plus I gave out over on FanDuel Sportsbook for 1 unit. Corey Seager to record a hit. Jacob DeGrom 7+ strikeouts. Parlay that with the Lakers money line. Pays out around -105, -110. I like that. And then the Marlins Phillies Nerfy. I don't like to bet Nerfies. I think they're trappy, but I'm going with that one tonight. I feel confident in Luzardo. I think Nola's going to bounce back against a team that he's had a ton of success against. So 3 free bets from me today on the stream. Sign up, Bet Karma Premium, get access to the predictor, get access to the premium Discord. You can get all the rest of my premium MLB bets that I gave out for tonight. I think I gave out 5-6 bets. Good luck with your bets tonight, guys. We do the show Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll be back tomorrow, Wednesday, to talk about some more basketball and baseball. In the time being, go Bayern Munich. Hopefully they win. They pull it out for the 500K parlay. Good luck with your bets tonight, guys. I will see you on Wednesday.